Life in the Dream House. Hello fellow doll lovers, Barbie Nation here, and welcome back to my channel. Hello everyone, thanks again for tuning into another video with me today. My name is Aryan, aka Barbie Nation, and what I do is I collect dolls, I play with dolls, I talk about dolls, and every now and then I give them a cute makeover. So if you're into anything cute, sweet, and petite, definitely subscribe to my channel to get some lovely pastel glitters on your feed. So for today's video, you already saw it in the title, I went through some of my collections that are in storage. So I stumbled upon the box with all of the Life in the Dreamhouse dolls. Well, not all of them, but you know, the first wave dolls really from the first few episodes. There was a first wave of Life in the Dreamhouse dolls. To me, that is the only wave.
Barbie! From the hit web series.
Who's Barbie's BFF, huh?
It's me!
It's me!
It's me!
It's probably not me.
They're all her best friends. And the one thing they all want to do is accessorize. Necklaces, purses, love it! Barbie, fashion vending machine, and dolls, each sold separately.
And they also released some other dolls along the way, but they were like singular dolls based on certain episodes of the show. And these dolls only involved Barbie, Skipper, Stacy, and Chelsea. So today we're going to cover the Life in the Dreamhouse dolls, and we're going to rank them according to me, that is. So it's not like this is the ranking, but it's according to me in the order that I like and can relate to these characters. So Barbie Life in the Dreamhouse, it all started in 2012. I can remember I was
So blown away
by these series. They were web series at first. I remember watching them on YouTube, and you could also see them on Netflix and on Barbie.com, and there were also some Nickelodeon specials, I guess. I think there were 2 episodes that had 2 parts that you could watch on Nickelodeon. I think it was The Amazed Chase and Sisters Fun Day. I think that's, yeah. Because with Sisters Fun Day, they also released the Fifth Harmony dolls. So they are actually also a part of this whole Life in the Dreamhouse series. Yeah, I was so excited when this show came out. It got me seriously, hilariously laughing out loud, and you know, sitting there all by yourself laughing out loud.
now. Then it's seriously funny.
You know, if you can laugh all alone, then it seriously is funny. So, and it's so sarcastic and cynical, and the whole fun thing about this show is the fact that they know that they are dolls, and that they are not fully articulated, and that everything is made of plastic. The humor that comes into that is just hilarious to me. And I still sometimes, when I'm having a really bad day or I really need to pick me up, usually what I end up doing is watching an old episode of Barbie Life in the Dreamhouse, because it always puts a smile on my face. It always gets me laughing, and it always reminds me of the old, you know, Barbie, traditional Barbie way in our book. And in our book, I mean the 30+ collectors, I guess. You know, the ones that grew up with the 90s and the whole Barbie with the arms like this and
Hello, I am Barbie, and I am a robotic doll.
sort of. You know what I mean? That whole aspect about the show is just hilarious to me. And yeah, actually when these dolls came out, I wasn't even back into collecting dolls yet. So I was really like on the edge when I got these dolls that they were selling still at a normal price, even online or secondhand, because after that, I think after like 2016, the prices of these dolls on the secondhand market just went all the way up there, and now there's just no... Even if I wanted like a second doll of these to unbox, yeah, that's literally impossible. So there are 9 spots to cover because I have 9 boxes of dolls from these series, and yeah, we're gonna rank them down. So grab yourself a nice snack, grab yourself that hot cocoa or a nice cup of tea or some other soda that you want. Make yourself comfortable, and let's just jump back in time and look at all of these fantastic, super fun Barbie Life in the Dreamhouse dolls. Here we go.
Can't remember Malibu without you. Your smiling face, not a hair out of place, you're a dream come true.
Shall we?
So at number 9, I'm gonna start with Ken, of course. I really think he's a very essential character of the series, and without him, Life in the Dreamhouse wouldn't be Life in the Dreamhouse. But still, yeah, he was just the least fave of all of the dolls that you could collect. I mean, he basically looks like a Ken fashionistas from those days, only with like the Ken outfit that he wears in the show. Now, the fun thing about the Ken character in this show is that he really is a male opposite of Barbie. I know he's a little bit, he's somewhat feminine, and his
questionable sexuality.
But that's what makes him so fun and so lovable, actually, because he's really vulnerable and he's always competing with Ryan to end up, winning Barbie's heart. And just like Barbie can do anything, seriously, Ken also can literally do anything. I mean, if there's a problem to solve, if there's anything that needs to be fixed, if there's anything that needs to be made around the dream house, Ken is there to save the day, to make it. And yeah, usually when Ken is around, everything will turn out smoothly. And he's just the all-American good guy, I guess. I mean, there's not an evil bone in his body, except for the jealousy that he has for Ryan, that he could possibly win Barbie's heart. But that's also very endearing to him, about him. And yeah, we really love and stan Ken.
When we match perfectly, you're more than an accessory to me. Everybody needs a Ken now and then to hold on
In terms of all of the dolls, he was literally like the last doll to add to this collection to make it complete. So yeah. And the fun thing about this box is that they used like this sort of like classic, almost Toy Story like boxes, It's a really classic way to display a toy with like a, that the plastic cover sticks out of the carton, and it's a really classic way to make these, present these dolls. That's what also made them so fun, Toy Story-like Barbie dolls. So yeah, that is Ken. We love him, and let's move on.
everybody needs a Ken. I love you, Ken.
So on number 2, we have one of Barbie's friends, of course, and she is, ta-da, the Teresa doll. Now Teresa, I gotta say, she is one of my, I think she's my favorite friend of Barbie. Well, a lot of them are I really think it's hard to choose because I also in the 90s I really loved Kira/Marina, and but Teresa, I always tend to grab Teresa whenever I was shopping for a Barbie doll when I was a kid. Usually when I saw the line on the shelves, I would always gravitate more towards the Teresa.
Chic? Or so last week? Both. What? Last week was like a really good week for me.
For her and the character in this show, I was really surprised that they chose like this kind of like dumb bimbo character for Teresa, because she is kind of like the friend that, you know, is kind of like dumb but funny in a way that she isn't intentionally funny, but because of that she is funny. I don't know if that makes sense, but she is just a very she's always happy, bright, bubbly, and, you know, slightly dumb but funny. And I was surprised that they chose that kind of character for Teresa, because I always saw Teresa as a very fix-it friend instead of like the happy, bubbly bimbo friend. Yeah, so I was kind of surprised about that. But yeah, you could also see it in her face, and she has a kind of like a sideway smirk on her face and really innocent eyes, and so they really reflected her personality onto her face and onto the doll. Even the way that she is looking on this picture is like really like, huh? Super surprised. And yeah, and I can't decide. That's why she ended up on number 8. I can't decide if I really like that for Teresa. You know what I mean? I mean, that kind of character, I usually always think that kind of character is super funny, and I can even kind of relate to that kind of character even. But in case of Teresa, somehow it didn't really match in my head. Yeah, but that could be me. Anyway, let me know down in the comments below what you think of her. As a doll, love her. As I said, I always gravitated a lot towards Teresa when I was little, so really happy that she is a part of the series.
Are we playing bobbing for cupcakes? Oh, me next, me next!
Back to normal.
Okay, so then we have number 7, and on number 7 I ranked Summer. Now, Summer, you might think that I would place her higher in the list because her outfit and her whole, you know, soft colors and rainbow colors really do appeal to me. And I really love that shade of strawberry blonde. That's really, yeah, I'm loving that. It's just that I don't have a lot of connection to her as a character. She also was added onto the friend mix just later on. I don't know exactly when she came about, but in my 90s days there was no Summer, and Summer's also really sporty and super competitive, and she is kind of like the American girl of today, I guess. So yeah, I don't really relate to that. To me personally, I like her face sculpt though, and she's also, yeah, you can see the seriousness in her eyes there, you know, like you could easily like, you know, zoom into these eyes, like you got like this anime, like, you know, like competitiveness in their eyes, like ready to fight.
Oh, Raquel.
Yeah.
Did Barbie
Invite me, her coolest and most fashionable friend? Uh-huh.
She invited me too, her most coordinated friend in sports and fashion.
You know? So they really reflected her personality into the face sculpt. Really like her outfit, and I love her overall positiveness, and she really makes me happy, but she also kind of makes me scared because she is so competitive and so sporty and so out there. She kind of like is giving me like, easy girl,
Calm down.
let's just sit down, have some tea, and, you know, let's easily, calmly talk through this day what we're gonna do. But she's out there ready to fight, and she's already in her training joggers and training shoes ready to take on the day. So yeah, that's why she ended up a little lower on the list. So take it easy, Summer. I love you, girl, but take it easy. Take it down a notch.
I just bought a house across the street. Now we can have pose-offs every day. Later, skaters!
Okay, now on number 6, I have the character that I would probably kind of even relate to the most, I guess, in terms of personality, which is Nikki. I just love that Nikki is the kind of friend that you can always rely on. She's always there, and if you have a problem, she will come to your door and she will fix it for you. Even if that means that she has to fight someone, she isn't scared of anyone and she will fight them for you. And that's what I love about Nikki. And I have lots of Nikki people in my life. So yeah, that's why I think we can all gravitate to her personality a little. You know, she's just that one friend that, you know, she can call people out on, you know, lying or talking BS, you know?
Hey, no cuts. I've been waiting 2 hours.
What? Move your plastic, or you'll end up face down in the bargain bin. Barbie, the Kandan is a disaster. Not hating, just stating.
Yeah, that's what I freaking love about her. I think if I would plant myself in Barbie Life in the Dream House, Nikki and I would be instant friends. Totally. Beside the fact that she's just a really sassy and feisty friend, she's also a super sweetheart. You know, the way she just doesn't leave Barbie hanging out there is just the sweetest thing. And you can also see it in her face. I mean, she is so kind and sweet to others. And yeah, the fact that she can just switch in like a minute is just, yeah. And when she gets like that, you're like,
Yes, Nikki, tell it to them.
yeah. So she is the truth speaker, and I love people who speak the truth. So number 5, we have the queen of the show herself, which is Barbie. Now, I placed her on number 5 because she is just, well, she is the Barbie that we all know. The blonde bimbo girl who loves pink and is just always positive, has a solution for every problem, doesn't get defeated or any type of way of jealous or mean or whatever. She's always kind to everyone, and you know, even to people who aren't kind to her, she can even be kind or see through them what their real intentions are, and she sees the good in people.
Retro chic. I love it.
So with that said, she becomes a very predictable character, of course, but she's like a safe place to go to. Yeah. In terms of relatability, she is way too perfect, so, you know, anyone who can relate to Barbie is trying to be perfect, but we all have our little devils on our shoulders and our angels on the other shoulder, so we are always in conflict. You know, so you just cannot be perfect and bubbly like Barbie always 100% of the time. So, but with that said, that doesn't mean that we just still love Barbie and her quirkiness and her just whole doll-like personality is just hilarious in this show, and she is so aware of it. That's what makes it even funnier.
Oh, I know what this look needs. My little rhinestone-studded butterfly barrette. It's right here in my closet.
So, Barbie. Yeah, that's actually all I have to say about her.
Which is not a whole lot, I think. No, yeah.
Our just all-American sweetheart that we all have in our hearts and will always have in our hearts. But she just needs to be a little less perfect.
Damn it.
Just gain a few pounds or something. Or have zits. So, number 4 on the list is really one of my all-time favorite characters in this series. And this kind of character is usually always one of my favorites because they really just are the funny bone of the show, which is Raquel, of course, and it's Raquel,
Roll those R's.
as she likes to say.
Welcome to House of Raquel.
It's House of Raquel! Roll those R's! So,
She really just makes this show watchable and so enjoyable. She's trying so hard to win over Ken's heart and just destroy Barbie's image that it's just, yeah, she's the ultimate frenemy. She is so self-absorbed and selfish, and it's all about Raquel, and we can all learn a lot from this woman, let me tell you. Say no to people, or just have yourself on the top of your list, and it's all about you and your own happiness. That is what Raquel is there for, to teach you in that show.
for once, a party that's all about Raquel. Come on, everybody, give it up for me!
And it's hilarious because she does it in such a fun way, and the stunts that she pulls, and you know, of course, all of her schemes and little plots, they don't work on Barbie or they fail or whatever, but in such a funny way. And it's so sarcastic and so cynical that we can all relate so much to Raquel. I mean, mostly when she gets defeated, she accepts the fact that she is everything but perfect. And, you know, at the end of the day, she realizes that Barbie, of course, wins the day with her kindness and her pure love in her heart. And deep down, she is a total softie and, of course, also a very lovable person. Yeah, but she just has such a fun little edge on her character, and I love that about her. And yeah, so that's why she just had to get some credit on this list, because, yeah.
My plan is simple. 1, steal Barbie's secrets. 2, win the Malibu fashion show. 3, Ken dumps her and we sail away on his yacht. Easy peasy.
Now, in terms of the doll, I also think that she really has the most fun look and pieces. I mean, her face sculpt is even like so funny. I mean, she just has really like this questionable eyes. Even her eyebrows just, you know, have this look that's just like, you know, I don't know. So again, with the head sculpt thing, they really transferred it, they really translated into her face sculpt, you know, her character. So yeah, they really did a good job with her on that. And even when she you know, she's on the artwork with her arms crossed, you know, like, I don't want to be here, but okay, you know, I do want to be in front of a camera, so that's probably the reason why I'm here, but it's not for Barbie.
Or maybe it is.
That kind of thing, yeah. So Raquel is here, and she is, yeah, she's fantastic.
Barbie, I'm so glad to see you. Did you switch personalities with someone? I hope it wasn't with me.
Ooh, we discovered a brand new cafe and couldn't think of going without you. It's totally gorge.
So down to number 3, and number 3 is I think number 3 is the most popular doll to collect in this series. Character-wise, I don't really know actually. I just really love her because it's Midge, and I think we all have a soft spot for Midge in our hearts through the years. And doll-wise, she has the Steffi face mold, which is of course really popular, and the red hair. Usually when I see her pop up, she always gets like asked for the highest price or the highest bids. And yeah, she's just such a classic character, and even with her personalities, she's so classic. In the show, they really refer to her as like the old doll that came out of like 1960. They even have an episode which is A Smidge of Midge, which is all black and white, and then she first appears like the old style doll that we know in like its Silkstone vintage form. And then they decide to give her a makeover, and then she turns into this Midge.
Hello?
So yeah, she has this Steffi face mold, and you know, also that really innocent look about her. She's really smart, and so she is like the smart friend of Barbie, and you know, the more sensible one, and you know, that she always points out whenever there's a risk in any activity or whatever. So she's really that kind of a friend.
It's the safest car on the planet. Made with carbon-reinforced polymers.
I can't be seen in this. I have a reputation.
So do I. A reputation for safety.
So relatable wise, yes, I can also very relate to Midge, and she just likes to keep it calm and do her macrame and read a book and just, you know, be calm and cute and cozy. That's my idea of Midge.
Good thing I always carry a supply of rainy day activities. Knitting, jigsaw puzzles, and everybody's fave, macrame!
So, yeah. And I really love the fact that they kept her so vintage, because she really talks in like, you know, she uses words like jinkies, groovy, for instance, is a word that she uses, and, you know, words that were popular during the days of the 60s and the 70s. So, yeah. So her whole vintage vibe is just very cute. I mean, look at her second dress. It's so vintage-y. So yay for Midge on number 3. Let's head down to number 2. Okay, so I have to say, number 2 and number 1, they are characters that are already listed on this list, but it's just these are 2 packs, and they are so collectible that they just had to be number 2 and number 1. Just because of their rarity, and I think the overall look of these dolls. I even think they look better than their original box look. So, okay, on number 2 we have the 2-pack of Summer and Raquel, and this is I know they have this look on a particular episode, and I would try to look up which episode that is, but I don't know exactly right now. But it's from an episode, and I just love the way that you could really see that they have a certain aesthetic on their clothes and how they look. For instance, Raquel, I mean, red, black, and gold, and animal print is something that always comes back in her looks. Even in the later Barbie style doll looks, they reflected those styles into these dolls. The outfits that they wore in the Barbie style series, those are usually outfits that they have worn on Barbie Life in the Dream House. So, okay, back to the 2-pack. Summer with her super cute glittery mint teal-ish skirt. Seafoam green is what I like to call that color, which is my favorite color. And they have a cup of coffee in their hand, and yeah, Summer with that beautiful hair. And I will, of course, make some close-ups for the video so you can look closely at them. Raquel actually has a different face sculpt here, because here she has the face sculpt with that, you know, that smirky look on her face, as you could see. And here she has this, that's more of the Barbie style doll that she gets, or the fashionistas. The Raquel fashionistas also had this face sculpt. Summer also has the fashionista face sculpt in the 2-pack, because here she has a closed mouth, as you can see, and here she has the fashionista face sculpt with an open mouth where she shows her teeth. Yeah, for some reason they decided to go with the fashionista face sculpt that they have, but this I don't know why, but these 2-packs are just really rare, and if you come across them online for like a reasonable price, and a reasonable price for them would be around $100, I think. Yeah, that's the box date says, yeah, the box date says 2012. And also a little fun fact, I mean, do we all remember the shoe situation with Barbie extra number, I don't know, the skipper with the pigtails who had just horrible shoes? She has them too. I don't know if you can see it, but she has the same. Wait, let me go and get the shoe that we're talking about. So it's this hideous, you know, leg warmer heel situation, and she has the same one, as you can see. Raquel and Summer on number 2 on this list. It's an awesome pack, and I'm so happy that I have it in my collection. So ready for number 1. And number 1 is, of course, the 2-pack of Midge and Barbie. How fun are they? Oh my gosh. And I gotta say, they used the same face sculpt with these girls as they are on their singular packs. Barbie, and again, the same face sculpt on this doll. And Midge also has the same face sculpt in that pack. This pack is just so cute. Also, again, from a particular episode. I think it's from the same episode as the Summer and Raquel doll.
Midge? They were selling them by the pound. Can you believe it?
I really love this cute little dress that Midge is wearing. And Barbie is wearing also an iconic piece that she wears in the show, and that necklace is everything. It says Barbie on there, as you can see, and it's just super cute, and they really need to reuse these on a Barbie Extra. I gotta say, Barbie has kind of like a robotic, empty look on her face here. I will try to give a good close-up, but as you can see, she just looks
Like that.
But they're so cute besties here. They're holding each other's hands, and they are ready to shop at the mall, where they just had all kinds of adventures and run into everyone. And yeah, I gotta say, it's just so adorable. And it even has some facts on the back of this pack. It says, "Did you know we've been friends since growing up together in Willows, Wisconsin? And we love shopping." They really are the oldest friends. And Midge was the first best friend that came out. So yeah, iconic. Can't say differently. So yeah, this pack had to be on number 1 because it's so iconic and it's so cute, actually. It's like a celebration pack for Barbie and Midge, but in like a jacket of 2012. So yeah, that was kind of like the ranking of my Barbie Life in the Dreamhouse dolls. And I am just dying to know what you guys think of this show. Did you watch it when it came out? What was your thought about it? Do you agree with my whole philosophy about this series? Do you also think it's so super fun that they were so aware of the fact that they are dolls? Skipper, Stacy, and Chelsea didn't came with the official first wave release, Barbie Life in the Dreamhouse Dolls.
What?
So yeah, I love this show, and I wish I could buy it on DVD or somewhere, because on Netflix here in Europe it's not fully like every episode, but they are on YouTube, so yeah, that's fun. And if you just want to jump back in time and get that old, you know, static Barbie feel with a pink dream house, pink everything, then this is definitely a show that you're gonna enjoy. And yeah, let me know down in the comments below, of course, what you think of the show, and if I should do more investigations on my storage attic to see if I have other types of collections like this to share. Let me know and I will do it for you, of course. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. And of course, to support my channel, subscribe to it and click on the bell icon next to the subscribe button to get notified by any new videos that I upload. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Barbie Nation. That's usually where I post all of my updates. And until then, I will see you all in a next video, and I love you all. Mwah!